Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at something, well, pretty groundbreaking. It's the art collective Koza Nostra. They're back after, 33 years for their final joint show.
That's right, their very last one together.
So, our mission today is to really get into their story, their radical start in post-communist Prague, their defiant art.
And why it still matters, yeah.
Yeah.
That mix of humor and, serious social commentary.
Exactly. And we'll focus particularly on two key artists. That's Magdalena Cubrova, Magdalena Cubrova.
And Olina Franco, Olinafranco.
Right. So let's rewind. Early 90s, Czech art scene. What was it like?
Well, it was very much a man's world. Art groups were dominated by men. No women members.
No women at all?
Not in those main groups, no. There's this infamous quote from an artist, Václav Blaha. He apparently said, "We don't take women. We don't want women here. No women."
Wow. Just blatant exclusion.
Pretty much. It wasn't subtle.
No.
So you can imagine it was a challenging atmosphere, to say the least.
So how did Koza Nostra even, emerge from that?
Out of necessity, really. Olina Frankova, Alexandra Horova, Ivana Koskova, they got together. Magdalena Cubrova joined them later.
And the name, Koza Nostra.
Yeah, it's clever. Multiple meanings. Our goat in Czech, but also playing on Koza Nostra, like our thing. But that goat part kind of points to the problem the men seem to think women were, taking ownership of it.
And they faced immediate pushback.
Oh, absolutely. Critics were dismissive. Things like, feminists, we already had crane drivers.
Yeah.
As if that comparison even makes sense.
Unbelievable. And pressure to add a man.
Yes. They were apparently told their work would be seen as quiche without one. Get this, they needed at least one man, talent optional, as long as he has a willy.
Seriously. That's shocking.
It is. But they took that feminist label people threw at them and just owned it, redefined it.
How so?
They basically said feminism just means acknowledging that a woman is also a human being. Simple as that. Took the sting right out of it, Kind of revolutionary for Prague back then.
That activist spirit clearly went beyond just the name. Let's talk Project Mamograf.
Right, 1993. This was huge. They found out Prague lacked proper mammography units, so they decided to raise the money themselves.
What was the goal?
2.5 million Czech crowns for a diagnostic machine. And raising awareness about breast cancer, which wasn't talked about much.
And the launch event. I heard it was quite something.
Legendary. They had male athletes dressed as Playboy bunnies serving the guests. Talk about flipping the script.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Male athletes as bunnies. And how did they actually collect the funds after that?
They created these amazing, large, enameled iron figurines shaped like women, sort of like art pieces, but also mobile donation boxes. They took them everywhere.
At work.
It did. They raised the money, got the equipment. It was pure. The personal is political. Art making a real, tangible difference.
Incredible. So we see the collective power. Let's dive into the individuals a bit more. Magdalena Cubrova, tell us about her artistic journey.
Magdalena's work has really evolved. She started with these very expressive landscapes, then moved into her well-known bracketed female figures. Lots of vibrant color, thick paint, impasto, sometimes embedding fabric right into the canvas.
Like Zlata Vlaso or Matka Dokonala.
Exactly. Those are great examples. But then she shifted again, exploring non-objectivity, even works inspired by, sensory things. Sense. Think opium.
Sense. Interesting.
Yeah, and she's kept pushing. Now she's even involved with NFTs, virtual galleries. Her work's been shown digitally, even in Times Square. Great. Always exploring new frontiers.
Very dynamic. Now, Olina Franco, her approach seems different. More irony, maybe. Grotesque, even.
Absolutely. Olina uses irony and the grotesque really effectively to challenge how society looks at women, that whole male gaze thing.
What are some key examples?
Well, her early Krzyże or Crosses series was quite powerful. Then the Okno window cycle, which felt quite voyeuristic.
Right.
But her big steel sculptures are probably most iconic. The Ulesne Panny, Iron Virgins, and the Holky Burky or Girls Burkas.
Ah, yes, the Holky Burky. Tell us about the Motokarska. The biker woman. She sounds amazing.
She really is a large steel figure, kind of imposing, but then she has kitchen strainers for breasts.
Kitchen strainers.
Yep. And a button you can press that plays a Harley-Davidson engine sound. It's this fantastic mix of vulnerability and raw power, subverting all sorts of stereotypes.
That's brilliant. And she's continued exploring these themes.
Definitely. Her recent Donna Diadamo project involved traveling with a symbolic female figure strapped to her back, still questioning identity, societal weight.
So Koza Nostra's story really shows art's power, doesn't it? Defying norms, mixing humor, Serious commentary.
For sure. And this final exhibition, Koza Nostra Reloaded, really brings it all together. You've got oil paintings, enamels on steel, those big iron sculptures, collages, assemblages, the whole range.
And it's crucial to remember, this is their last joint show. It's a really unique chance to see this collective energy one final time.
Don't miss it if you're anywhere near Prague. It's a must-see.
So again, that's Koza Nostra Reloaded at Gallery 1, Štěpánská 47, Prague 1. It runs until June 26th, 2025, so not much time left.
Right. And maybe the final thought for you, the listener, is this. As this group takes its final collective bow, what questions do they leave us with? This group born from defiance, what does their blend of art, humor, and activism make us think about identity, about society, and maybe most importantly, about the enduring power of women's voices in art today?